Hi, in this part of the video I'm going to be showing you the operation of this fill valve, and this is what you get in most modern toilets these days. I don't want to put this on, so usually exit of the water is upwards and then it's forced downwards by this thing here, and this allows it to break the surface tension internally to this and stops that annoying dripping noise. I'm not going to put that on, but I'm going to show you this. And I'm going to initially show you upside down. It's a 1/2 inch BSP thread. And I'm going to use this shower and use this silicone washer. And as you can see, you only need to do this up hand tight, and that will take full mains pressure. Let's put this upside down and you can see the operation of it. So there you go. So we'll lift that. You can see. So let's take this off and just show you exactly how light it is to operate this. So that's switched off, and this is just the force of gravity. So you can see it doesn't require a lot of force to stop this from flowing. You can see there's a bit of a drip here. If I push it down a little bit more, you can see the drip stops. That is coming out the pinhole, which is at the front here. So if I let it go again, that stops. Okay, so let me just switch this off. And let's just take this off so you can actually see what's coming through the pinhole. So if I switch this back on again, you can see the water. I don't know if that's clear, the water is coming out this pinhole here, through here, and if I stop it with this pencil, you can see it stops, but it's not immediate, so it stops abruptly, but it doesn't stop immediately. I can even stop it with my finger. It's not exactly difficult to stop the water flowing. So let's just switch this off. And let's just see what the difference is if I use the restrictors. Let me find something which I can just measure the rate of water. So this is a 3 litre pan. I'm going to put down here, and we're just going to see how fast it takes to fill this 3 litre pan. So I'm just going to put it in the off position to start with, and then we can fill this pan and see how long it takes. Okay, so I overfilled that pan, but I've got these restrictors in here, and we can compare how long it takes to. Wait, oops, let me take that off. I need to take this off. Remember, this is at full mains pressure, and if you use a silicone washer, you can pretty much do it with your hands. So this here is the restrictor, which is for low pressure. Let's see how that restricts it first. So let's just switch this on. Okay. Right, okay, so that's slightly overfilled again. force in. Remember what I said before, if you look at the cross-sectional area, that's the equivalent of the pipe width. So if I put this in, and that's probably the reason why it was pushed in so much, it has to go into the pipe like so. So, oops, let's put this in. Okay, so let's look at this one. This is the high pressure restrictor. Oops, let's push it down a little bit harder to make sure it stops. That's the high pressure restrictor, and you can see it's quite closed down. Let's look at the faults that you can have, and the main one that I discussed beforehand, which was when you have this thing inflating. So let's switch it on. So it's coming in at quite a rate. That's switched off. So let's undo this. And this thing here, this little white thing that sticks through, which really is, I believe, to just help wipe that entrance. But if I pull this out, this little thing, you can see it just pulls out. That's going to make the hole to inflate much larger than the hole to deflate. And the hole to deflate is this hole here. It's big on that side. Let's look at it on this side. You can see it's quite a tiny hole. If I put this back on, and then I reassemble this. So this is now going in. I want it. Hold it upside down again. That's in its off state, as we know before. As I said, the rate at which it's going to inflate means that it won't properly deflate. So this is open, and you'll notice nothing's coming out there. Loads is coming out here. So if I just snap this off, you can see the telltale sign is no water's coming out, and the water's coming out incredibly fast out of this point here. So just switch it off. So as I said, it can't deflate, and this is the point where it controls the deflation. So snap that back on again. Let's open this up. We'll put this little thing back in. So that would be the equivalent if there was a tear in the diaphragm. So it's allowing too much water to come into the chamber. So we'll put this back in, and as you'll see, everything will now be restored. The rate of the water coming out of this, you'll see, is just slower. It doesn't look that much slower, but I can now stop it, just my finger. Okay. So if the output's blocked, then it will just permanently be shut off, so it wouldn't matter whether it's opened or not, the water wouldn't come out. But if the water's gushing out when it's switched on, as you saw before, and it's filling hyper slow, then it's probably a tear in the diaphragm. So as I said, there's not really a great deal that can go wrong with this. It's a very simple operation, and the principle is identical to that used in a washing machine. So you think of the washing machine as a solenoid valve, but in actual fact, just like this, it's actually a pilot valve, solenoid actuated, whilst this is float actuated. Okay, thank you for watching.